Again, if he hits the straight, it's going to be very hard for Vincent to put him on it. He may take quite a few chips from Vincent if he can manage a 5 or a 9 on the river. Much harder to pick up a double gutter than it is to pick up a standard open straight draw. The river card is a 7. It gives Bob a pair, but still Vincent with the best hand. He will check, worried about his kicker. Bob is a conservative player. You know he's got something if he's been calling. But the pair of 10s is good, and Vincent will win the pot. A couple of the quieter players at the table, Vincent and Bob, play in a heads-up pot. Back shortly with more action from the Party Poker Canadian Poker Championship.
Whether poker lingo is all Greek to you, like it is to me, or you consider yourself a seasoned veteran, our Full Access crew has something new for you.
Poker's this eccentric game filled with jargon and terminology, right? No matter what interest you have in the world, if you don't have your own special jargon, what good is it? So we got our own jargon in poker. Good poker players, variety of names. The bad poker players are fish. That's why Dan Alsbach, who's one of the great players in the game today, one of the best known tournament players in the world, is wearing his fish shirt. Although I'm 100% certain that Dan A is anything but a fish.
More hot action coming your way from the Party Poker Canadian Poker Championships. Don't go away.
I gotta tell him my age?
No?
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Dave Matthew. I'm 46-year-old and I live in Toronto, Canada. I went to Las Vegas with my wife on vacation. We were celebrating our marriage anniversary and she said, hey, see what you can do. From there, I got hooked on it. Couldn't give it up.
Obviously, you're married to the perfect woman. You went to celebrate your wedding anniversary, and she said, go play poker.
That's right. That's right. And she's outside there right now. Yes, she is.
Your wife will be cheering you on.
She will be tomorrow and the next day.
And the day after.
And the day after.
David Matthew enjoying a nice start, running well, making friends, making fans. Great guy. Good luck. Back to the action at the Party Poker Canadian Poker Championship feature table, featuring 2 young Canadians and featuring J.J. Liu, a top tournament professional with winnings over $700,000. Chatting it up there with Matt Novak, our young Canadian lawyer. The button is in seat 9 with Vincent Napolitano, the blinds Bob Gordon, and Grant Lang. Folds around to J.J. Liu with a King 10 offsuit. J.J. is an aggressive player, really aggressive reputation. Plays a lot of hands, plays them strongly, and she will raise to 650. Matt Novak. Suited connectors are a popular implied odds hand in No Limit Hold'em. He's going to call with his 9-8 of clubs. The blinds fold, and we're heads up to the flop. Matt Novak with a 9 high, but with position, suited connectors. What he's hoping, of course, is to hit a big flop, catch JJ with a hand, and win a lot of chips. And it's going to shape up to an interesting hand. JJ with pop pair, Matt Novak with second pair and a flush draw. JJ bets 1,500 and Matt Novak makes it 3,000. Matt likely believes he has 14 outs. Any 8, any 9, any club. That's basically a 50-50 shot. He's taken the opportunity to make a semi-bluff. JJ has called to the turn. Touchdown, 8 for Matt Novak. That gives him a set of 8s. JJ with a lone king. She will check to Matt, and he puts out a bet of 3,000 chips. What he's trying to do, the phrase here is he's trying to price her in. How much can I bet that she will call? That's the question he asks himself. JJ is facing a pretty tough decision. She's got pop pair. She does have a weak kicker, of course. And she's going to check out Matt. Matt staying relaxed, shuffling the chips while he gets frozen out by one of the top tournament players out there, J.J. Liu. You don't see this too often where a young amateur player has the poise and the guts to look her in the eye and talk right back to her. That's going to play in JJ's head. Why is this guy so relaxed? Why is this guy having so much fun? Why is he grinning at me? Is he doing that because he's got me, or is he doing that because he's bluffing? She's going to call. I think his chat got that call. I think she thinks, geez, this guy seems too cocky, seems too overconfident. The river is a 10. That does not change anything, of course. JJ will check, and Matt will put out another 3,000. JJ's going to call. Once she decides to call the turn, she's calling the river. Matt shows her the set of 8s, and JJ takes a huge hit. Almost 20,000 chips in that pot, and almost 10,000 of those moving from the stack of tough professional JJ Liu into the stack of Matt Novak. Wow, big hand. That's where you get the big confrontations, when a hand like 9-8 suited flops second pair and a flush draw. You know that this is going to be a big pot. Matt, you played the hand perfectly, outfoxing the pro on your right. Well done. 3 of diamonds, deuce of diamonds for Jeff Cheevers in the small blind. Under the gun, David Matthew, new to the table, an ace of diamonds and 7 of clubs. That's a pretty unusual hand to play limp in with under the gun. JJ Liu, 8-7 suited, will call. And Rick Long, queen of diamonds, jack of clubs, will call. Jeff Cheevers, with his 3 deuce suited, will also call. Kirk will check. We got 5-way action to the flop. 1,000 chips out there, up for grabs. The flop. The 10 of clubs, 4 of hearts, and 9 of diamonds. JJ Liu has flopped an open-ended straight draw. She's got the bottom end. And Rick Long, who bets out 400, has flopped the top end with a queen jack. All fold to JJ. She will call with her open straight draw. JJ doesn't have as many outs as she thinks, of course. We've seen 2 7s go into the muck. So she's got any 6, 2 7s, and 3 jacks. She's got 11 outs to improve. And the turn, the ace of spades. Great opportunity for one of them to bluff, but they don't know that, of course. JJ checks. Rick checks. To the river, and it is the 8 of diamonds. That means that Rick is holding the nuts. JJ has finished with a pair of 8s. She will check. Rick will put out a bet of 1,000 chips. He might get a call. When he checks the turn, it implies that he's weak. It looks like a possibility of a bluff. JJ correctly sniffs out the queen jack and escapes without any more damage to her stack. Although our token pro, JJ Liu, taking a hard time of it here at the Party Poker Canadian Poker Championship feature table. Rick Long quietly stacks up the 1,800 chips he's just won into his stack, and JJ Liu pauses to wonder how she can solve the mystery that is the puzzle of these amateur players who are getting the better of her right now. One of the joys of winning your way here to the Bahamas with Party Poker is that you get to play against and sometimes beat some of the top pros like TJ Kluche and JJ Liu. You won't find any amateur golfers who've ever played with or beaten Tiger Woods, but you will find amateur poker players who can boast to beating the best in the world. Matt Novak with a queen jack will call the 200. To Bob Gordon in the 1 seat with a king 9 suited, he will call the 200. 9-7 of clubs for Grant G-Man Lang in the 2 seat. To Jeff Spanky Cheevers on the button, looking at a pair of deuces. I would certainly expect that he will play these deuces. Getting the stare down from Matt. Jeff's going to make it 1,000 to go. That's a classic no-limit bluff. After a line of limpers, who've all expressed weakness by limping, bam, you hit them with a big raise. They all fall down like dominoes. Not so here. Maybe Matt Novak has seen something because he's calling with queen jack. Yeah, I can't like that call, calling with queen jack out of position to a guy who was willing to put 1,000 chips in the pot, but Matt has made the call. Maybe he's seen something. 2,700 chips in the pot. Here comes the